Rolling.
A lot of guys use lube or penetrating oil. I don't want this stuff to rust. I use heavy duty corrosion inhibitor. It's some kind of marine spray. It's like a waxy type spray. I always spray that on all the nuts and everything underneath so it don't rust up. Of course, this one hasn't been off in God knows how long. And I rerun the salt, the snow and ice and everything, so, and also it makes like a wax coating between the parts and it won't rust up together. So put all this stuff on here. Everybody does their own thing their own way. Hey, I'm missing one. Let's go find it. My torque on these things, I think, is some of them is like 170, some of them's 180. You should probably look at the book or whatever size actually you got. I think mine are 205. That's what I always set them to. That's what I was told to. So that's what I set them to. It doesn't seem to seems to be fine. So. All right, now I got that on there. It's snug. I can fill it with oil. And I'll take it on Speedco and have them do a check on it to make sure it's up to level. You always have it double checked.
Mm-hmm.
For now, I'm just going to put this in there so I can drive it over there.
Rolling.
All right, now I'm going to put my hub back on. Put on my hood.
Don't you want to wear gloves?
Yeah, I should be wearing gloves. Stable. A little more stable.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Awesome.
Put a couple of nuts, lug nuts on and push the hub.
Rolling.
Alright. Got my drum on there. I can put my tires on, but if I put my tires on, then I had to crawl on the ground and adjust my brakes. But this drum is loose. So what I'm going to do, so I can get to it without putting my tires on, set the brake, adjust the brakes back. I had to back them up to get the drum off. A couple little pieces of pipe. We'll put these on. Maybe here. Here. Put the studs on. Push the drum in place. And then adjust the brakes while the drum is in place. Instead of having to put the tires on. So let's do that. See that? That pushes the drum up there.
Mm-hmm.
Up under here. I think that's a 7/16. And it would probably help if I got my little mirror, but I'm lazy. Rawze is being lazy.
That's not good.
Alright, I give up. Go get the mirror.
Uh-huh.
Now that I got my mirror, I can see what I'm doing. Adjust the brakes. Bring them back just to where they start to touch again. That's it. I can still turn the hub by hand. But you can hear this just started touching. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can take my studs out. Finish putting my tires on. This thing back so we can go.
Rolling.
Yeah. Take off my little our little adapters that I made. And put my tires back on. Yay.
Rolling.
I'm going to put some of this marine spray. Corrosion inhibitor. Studs, hubs. I put some in between there. I don't think I showed that. I sprayed it before I put the hub on, but
I think we did. I think we did.
To show it on the video. Anyway. Probably gonna have to raise the jack. Get one of those special tools I use in the shop. You know what? I can put steel toes on.
Probably definitely don't want to do this if without steel toe shoes, huh?
It looks like it's pretty close to the right height. Might get lucky. Of course, I need to turn it. Like that. Oh, better. Yeah. Like that. What do you think? I suppose we need this. And our infamous wheel balancer from, I forget what they call these. Drawing a blank. Alright.
Does it have an inside and outside, or it doesn't matter which way you put it on?
I like to face it back. I like to face the round part back. And like a dummy, I'm supposed to line it up with the valve stem. Right here, the opening. And there's also two sets of holes. You see there's bigger holes, and then there's smaller holes.
Yeah.
That's a little Still get to that. Actually, flip it over because I can get to the valve stem easier with it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Smaller set of holes.
Yeah.
There we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah. Look at that. Now the valve stems are opposite each other, where they should be. Just like that. We'll get them all down, and we'll come back. Cut.
Rolling.
Started. You're obviously not torqued yet. Want to make sure it's down good, everything's straight. Yep. Looks good. There we go. Yeah. 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 Need to go to your torque wrench. The inner lugs are the axle nuts, axle bolts. They are on my truck 205 foot. So I can tell you one thing: when you put these crossfires on, this fitting right here that goes in the valve stem, you do not tighten it much more than finger tight, because if you do, you'll break the valve stem. You can't snug it down very hard at all. It will break it. I think these crossfires are cheesy and cheap, and they could be made much better, a much better quality. I think they're a good design, but they have their flaws. They leak. They tend to leak. They have issues with them. But I'm going to tell you something. Even these, as cheap as they are, I would rather have cheap crossfires than nothing at all. I don't want to run my truck without the air pressure being equal in both tires. I just don't. I've seen the difference. They do make a huge difference over time, especially. I just wish they would make them better, of better quality. That's just my thoughts. Maybe the people that make crossfire will read this video one day and say, oh, maybe we should make them better. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and put this side in. And then I'm going to figure out which way we want to put this. It's probably going to be right here. Let's see. Right there. Or...
I'm thinking one up.
No, that's too close. It's going to be right there.
Okay.
No, that's going to be right there. So, let's take this one off.
Rolling.
Get all these torqued now. All right. Now we need to torque the lugs. Cut. All right.
Rolling.
The lugs are supposed to be 475. So we'll put this up to 475. Yeah. So I had to leave the crossfire loose because it's in the way of one of the lugs. Yeah.
Rolling.
All right, now let's check them. Went all the way around once. Let's go around again. One. There's 10 of them. So 2. 3. 4. 5. 'Tire bouncing a little harder. 6. 7. 8. When I go to Speco and they change my tire, I always count. I always count them off too.
It's a good idea.
And one for good luck. Here we go. Now, I finish putting my crossfire on. Cut. All the rest of them are already torqued.
Rolling.
All right, I got it all back together, and now I'm ready to go down, take it down to the oil change place, and have them check the gearbox level for both rear ends and the transmission, and do an oil change on it. It needs oil change. I'm going to clean up all this mess and this oil so that the DOT don't think I have a hub leak, and wipe it all down so I know I don't have a hub leak, and get this maybe haul some freight. So get the truck back on the road where it'll move some goods. That's what I know about changing a hub bearing. I have my own methods, I suppose, but most of it came from the book. I read the book on different things, and that's what I recommend officially. Hey, go find the manual for this if you're going to do it yourself. Go read, educate yourself, and don't take half-wit work, from anybody. Just make sure they do a good job. If you have somebody else do it, that's all I can say. I'm going to do my own work, so I know it's good.
Mm-hmm.
At least I know I did it myself. Anyways, everybody have a good day, and maybe I'll see you on Rawze.com. See you later.